This video is sponsored by War Thunder. Welcome back to BeamNG Drive. But every time I crash, I add a wheel spacer. But actually, I've just lied, because instead of just adding a single wheel spacer every time I crash, I am actually going to double them. Which means that the track width, which is the distance between the wheels, is going to increase exponentially. I have a feeling this was a horrible idea. Now I'm gonna assume that if you're watching this video, you probably know what a wheel spacer is, but if you don't, it's basically just a metal disc that sits between the wheel hub and the wheel itself. And what this does is, it basically just pushes the wheels out. But right now, as you can see, our beautiful Ibishu Pigeon doesn't have any wheel spacers installed. So to fix that, I'm gonna start driving like an absolute idiot. But I don't think I will even have to do that, since we have bloody widers. I don't know why I do this to myself every single time, but is it just me or is he behaving well? Listen, come on, that was just a distracted tap. Yeah, it's fine. Shit. And so, gentlemen, we already have spacers, and they're 50 millimeters, which is quite a lot. Actually, that's pretty massive. Also, as you can see, we're using the four-wheeled Pigeon, which, as you will know, is the inferior one. But for this video, I don't even want to know what spacers on a three-wheeled vehicle device actually looks like. So for today, this will have to do. But look at that, look at that! Shit. But staying on the topic of spacers, how do they affect driving dynamics? Hello, fellow Pigeon. So, of course, spacers improve the visual appearance, giving the car better fitment, as you can see. On top of the aesthetics, it also improves handling and stability. Obviously, up to a certain point, which is something we will discover pretty soon, I'm afraid. But yeah, spacers are kind of like the BBL for cars. And just like BBLs, of course, I'm speaking from experience, spacers also have quite a few negatives. But most importantly, if you add too many spacers, you may not be able to fit on certain roads, just like the one we're driving on right now. But who cares? That'll be a problem for later. What I care about right now is the steering, because look at this. Look at how easily it rotates. This is actually amazing. You can't be serious right now. That is not a crash. Like seriously this time. We have steering, so we're good. But it rotates much easier now, and it even feels more stable at higher speeds, which is, it's actually great. Now, does this mean... Fuck, I'm gonna try to overtake them. And, but will these benefits keep increasing if we keep increasing the number of spacers? Probably not. I think we're gonna get to a point where it's gonna get much worse. So, gentlemen, as you can see, we have 100 millimeter spacers. Now... What? Honestly, guys, I think Lansdale drivers have become worse than wider drivers. But anyways, as I was saying, as you can see now, our wheels are poking out of the wheel arches. We don't have perfect fitment anymore. But does it drive better? Yes, we're about to find out. As I yank it into this corner, it corners so freaking well. Now, to achieve 100 millimeters, we have stacked two 50 millimeter spacers, which, by the way, is something you can actually do in real life. Now, is it recommended? Absolutely not. It's actually really harmful for basically everything. And in real life, this is considered like an extreme amount of spacer stacking. But that's just in real life. In today's video, I want to see if I can drift it though. Downshift. Nah, I think it's lacking power, which may be something we could add later. But if you yank it... Sorry, wide drive. They're actually polite today. They keep on the side of the road. I'm actually impressed. Oh my god, you can already see the spacers. Oh no. Take a look at how cursed this looks. And so, gentlemen, thanks to my utter incompetence, we now have four 50 millimeter spacers, which equates to 200 millimeters. Seems like there's been an incident. I'm pretty sure it's actually the Lansdale's fault here. Leave a like on this video if you think the Lansdale is at fault, or leave a comment if you instead think it was the wider's fault. Also, look at how fluffy these volumetric clouds look. But you know what else has volumetric clouds? War Thunder. My voice cracked. because I cannot handle how amazing this game is. War Thunder is the most comprehensive combat game ever created, with vehicular devices, including over 2,500
Tanks, planes, helicopters,
and dive bomb into the intense combat of War Thunder and prepare yourself to get drafted for World War III. Thanks to the incredibly detailed vehicles, the realer than real-life graphics with volumetric clouds, and the faithful sound effects. Join a global community of over 70 million leaked military documents enjoys in epic PvP battles, now from your mobile phone too. That's right, you can also enjoy War Thunder on the go, which is great since you're about to get drafted for World War III. War Thunder doesn't have simple hitboxes. Every vehicular device is modeled down to its individual components, including engines, fuel tanks, and you once you get drafted for World War III, which can all be individually obliterated. And all of this detail enables my favorite feature, the X-ray damage, which gives you a preview of how you'll end up once you get drafted for World War III. And the best part, all of this is completely free. So download War Thunder today on PC, consoles, and mobile by using my links in the description. New and returning PC and console players that haven't played in 6 months will receive this scrumptious bonus pack, including in-game currency, multiple premium vehicles, the Eagle of Valor decoration, and a whole lot more, but for a limited time only. So claim this now before you get drafted for World War III. But anyways, before getting drafted, I want to see, Jesus Christ, I want to see if 200mm spacers are actually better than the ones we had previously. So I'm gonna approach this corner with quite a bit of speed, and ooh, this rotates easily. Oh wow, but no! Oh my god, okay, saved it. But did you notice how much the wheels were vibrating? That didn't look promising. Also, right now we can't see our wheels. Oh, we actually can. Oh my god, we can already see our wheels from inside. But soon I think we won't even have to look down. We'll just be able to look to the side and see them, which actually terrifies me. But look at that, the widers today are oh shit, my wheel. And so gentlemen, once again I have crashed because I can't keep my eyes on the road. And well, look at look at the suspension. Oh my god, we now have 400mm spacers, and yeah, this kind of looks like an insect. And fun fact, we can see our wheels without looking down. But wait, we need to think about where we need to go because this is getting wider quite quickly. But yeah, the suspension is so goofy. I mean, you touch the grass for a bit and it starts wobbling like crazy. How does it corner though? I mean, it did press the handbrake. Also, I think we're one crash away to not fitting on roads like this. But also, another thing I've noticed is that it's getting slower. And I think that is because... Did my steering just snap? Okay, so luckily my mechanic took care of that, but I think it's slower because since these spacers are basically solid metal discs, they're actually quite heavy. So, I don't know, maybe it's time to add more power. But I don't know. So what I'll do is I'm gonna ask the... The council has spoken. We now have a groundbreaking, earth-shattering, astonishingly powerful 144 horsepower, which doesn't really sound like a lot, but considering the fact that previously we had 31 and that we now just weigh only 50 more kilograms, I think it's gonna be quite quick. But let's see. Holy shit! What? What is that sound? Oh my god, it's vibrating like crazy. Oh! I'm gonna try doing it again. It's like it's crawling forward. Oh, this is too funny. Oh, I'm gonna try overtaking here. Look at this, look at this. Huh! That was so close. But it's honestly shit in the corners. I think we've reached the limit of... I think we've reached the limit in which there's no more benefits with increasing the amount of spacers. Especially because I think from above, it's basically a square. The wheelbase is now identical to the track width. And this means that it's not very stable. But what it is very quick. No! I mean, technically we do still be driving, but yeah, this is quite scuffed. But not as scuffed as the Muye live channel. Gentlemen, after years of it being just weeks away, my horrendous second channel has finally launched. So please check it out if you don't want to end up like this pigeon. So gentlemen, we now have 800mm spacers. And no, this doesn't look completely ridiculous at all. Just look at it from the front. And believe it or not, we still have more to go, which is why I want to find the highway. And now, Jesus, this is crashy. I'm gonna go on the sand to overtake everybody. Oh! We went for a bush, but the car is completely fine. Though I am still curious to see how it corners. This is so funny. Also, I want to overtake this Lansdale, but I can't physically fit. What happens if I touch... Oh, also, look at the steering. This is so goofy. Though, I have to say, it isn't too bad. And even, like, width-wise, look at this. Easy overtakes. And... Oh, drift! Drift! Oh, holy shit! That was actually insane. Too bad I'm falling to my death. But I have to say, this is surprisingly drivable. Okay, so I think we're nearing the highway. Jesus Christ. Gentlemen, I think we're actually cooked. So yes, I did say that we're nearing the highway, but we're not on it yet. And with 1.6 meters of spacers... Okay, no, this is actually doable. It is struggling a bit on the hill, so I'm gonna clutch dump it. Oh! This was a horrendous idea, but... We have... No way. You can see the wheels while turning. This is actually cooked. Am I going to get my legs stepped on? Okay, no. I think the AI cars are aware of it. Oh, no. Oh, the Wydra too. So I'm gonna start gaining some speed. And... Oh, shit. The way this turns. Please let me through. Please, thank you. Thank you very much. Why is everybody so kind today? Even the Lansdale moved. Okay, I'm about to do a pull. I can see the wheel spacers with my peripheral vision. This is terrifying. Okay, we're... Shit, we're going really quick. No, 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 no! Thread the needle! And so, gentlemen, we have 3.2 meter wheel spacers. And as you can see, this is ridiculous. But somehow, it's still driving. I really hope the road doesn't get narrower. Also, I don't know how we're supposed to overtake. And now, as soon as we exit this tunnel, I'm gonna give it the beans. Wait, are they expanding? Oh shit! Ah! Everything's exploding, oh my god! Now if... Look at the steering. Shit. Now, as you can see, this barely works. But... If for some reason you want to try this mod, you'll have to wait, because now I have to remind you about Warfinder. Play it for free now on PC, consoles, and mobile by using my links in the description. And if you're a new or returning player, you'll receive a massive bonus pack on PC and consoles, including in-game currency, multiple premium vehicles, the Eagle of Valor decoration, and a whole lot more. So be quick before you get drafted for World War III. So on to how to get this mod. First of all, I want to thank the man, the myth, the legend, Filman86.
What the
for losing his mind on how to make this work. And if you want to check out how he made this, I'll leave a link to his channel in the description. And of course, I'll also leave a link from which you can download this abomination. Finally, go watch the first video on the Live channel.